Hello guys, today we will see in One Piece Power Levels video about Marines against Warlords. We will interest about several matchups like Smoker versus Moria, Vice Admiral Gion versus Boa Hancock, or Mihawk versus Akainu. We will be accompanied with Analytic Sanji to describe matchups.
Hi people, I'm here to describe that things, so enjoy the video. It is obvious that Smoker wins without great difficulty. Despite his status as a Yonko, Baggy is much too weak. Base Moria has a good power capable of beating with little difficulty. Luffy Gear 2 to Thriller Bark. However, the New World brings it up to the expectations of powers. Moreover, despite its great abilities, Moria has not shown enough strength and speed to stand up to the Vice Admiral. Moria 1000 Shadows is more powerful than Luffy Gear 2 and 3 combined. But he lost because of his lack of control, but the damage of Moria is impressive in this form. However, Moria, a Thriller Bark, did not show any haki. Smoker being a Logia, he cannot lose but will have great difficulty beating him. Unsurprisingly, Momonga's mastery of the sword outperforms his lack of mastery of the 1000 Shadows of Moria. I think Oz can beat a Vice Admiral by his striking power and defense. Despite a risky attitude, Momonga lost to him, seeing his performance at Marineford against Oz Jr. Kobe, since his new attacks are similar to Garp, to the power needed to rip off an arm from Avalo Pizarro. Defensively, I think Avalo is much better than Oz, hence the victory. The power of Boa Hancock and its fruit will put in great trouble Kobe, who has no hacks, and despite his offensive power, he does not have the skills to beat Boa Hancock. Despite the feats shown by Boa and Crocodile, the fact that Gion is a candidate for Admiral proves that she is far more powerful than other Vice Admirals. With the performance of Boa and Crocodile at Marineford, it's not enough to beat someone of this stature. Lord Dressrosa versus Gian may be interesting on the Granddaddy, but he has a limit, Doflamingo. Despite all the abilities he has, I doubt in terms of scaling that he wins against the Admiral candidate. Doflamingo base can do many things: fly, manipulate, control, fire fair, all thanks to its threads. But Gion should have the haki or intelligence to get away with it. In any case, the fight may be very or extremely close. Boa Hancock, after the ellipse, was trained by Rayleigh, but has no feats to date in the manga. She just has one shot, 2 black-beaded vice commanders, thanks to her fruit. This is HAX and not global power. Nevertheless, we imagine that it has progressed, and therefore a fight against Gion, the outcome may be uncertain. Kuma was remarkable, able to put big damage to Little Oz Jr. He also has a very large offensive and defensive power, given his stature and his fight against Ivankov. He should win against the Admiral candidates, but will have to struggle a lot, because Gion and Tokikake are big names in the Navy. Warlords like Crocodile, Kuma, Weeble, Doflamingo, or Jinbei are very powerful, but do not make the point to any one Chief Admiral who can always use his powers. So yes, Sengoku has grown old and is less combative, therefore weaker. But he still has his fruit very strong, and let's not forget the feats in Marineford that he has, pushing back all the crew of Blackbeard. I think Blackbeard 1 Fruit beats old Sengoku with some difficulties nevertheless. Blackbeard had the upper hand on Ace, a low commander level, which is enough to be above almost all commanding levels, but not enough for the Admiral level. As said previously, Blackbeard 1 Fruit has not proven Admiral level. Fujitora has very few feats. He has the statement of the pre-time skip admirals. Law has shown very good feats against Big Mom and the Blackbeard crew, and will therefore give a very good fight to Fujitora. However, given the stature and superior blade of Fujitora, as well as his potential in Haki, I will give Fujitora the advantage despite the abilities of Law's Fruit Awakening. Blackbeard versus Fujitora or Ryokugyu would be a really close fight. But when you have the two most powerful fruits of verse, faced with a big size, certainly experienced, but without real feats, I think we win. Sengoku at Marineford certainly threw a big blow, capable of swinging the whole crew of Teach. But the phenomenal attack power and abilities that the two fruits give to Blackbeard surpass those of the Buddha by a fair amount. Kizaru and Aokiji are two OG admirals with good feats. However, I think Blackbeard can win that because he looks more efficient than these admirals. The fight is very tight, but I'm gonna get a little advantage for Blackbeard Marineford for the plot. Akainu versus Blackbeard would have been interesting, but I think Akainu's dexterity took over. The future Chief Admiral has one of the best records in Marineford, fight as an equal, against his 13 commanders without a single breath, Smoke, Jinbei, Ace, and Ivankov. The stamina and power of Magma would prevail against Blackbeard Marineford, but with a fight that could last for hours. Mihawk versus Akainu Marineford is a no contest. Despite the Admiral's feats, Mihawk has a very good status, and the fact that he is the objective of Zoro and relative to Shanks put him at least intermediate level. For the same reasons as Akainu, Kizaru in Egghead does not beat Mihawk. Garp has done some incredible feats on the Hive against the Blackbeard pirates. Despite his galaxy impact, he remains quite old and therefore face a top tier like Mihawk at its prime, he would lose. The fight is currently uncertain because Mihawk has not shown us anything yet. Isn't it, Fraudhawk? Despite being the best swordsman in Mihawk, Sengoku is considered a naval legend and a good opponent. While waiting for more feats of the Marine Hunter, Sengoku Prime wins the fight. Blackbeard is a Yonko now. He has few feats, but he has no low diff law without using all his powers you can imagine. Being a major player in the final saga, I give an advantage to the new generation. Akainu is now a Chief Admiral and also a great actor in the final saga. But the feats, Yonko's status, and the bets on the future of Blackbeard. Akainu must have a feat of Yonko to compete with Teach. The final fight pitted Garp Prime against Teach. Garp is considered to be Roger's rival and have made multiple battles. But that doesn't mean he's the same as Roger. Indeed, we do not have the temporality of battles, and the only two feats that we have from Garp is the 1v2 against Shiki, and the fight against Don Chinjiao, during which he trained before to defeat him. With that, Garp hasn't even proven his Yonko level, but I put him at a top intermediate level thanks to his status as a Navy legend. Teach wins the fight, which concludes all matchups in this video.
Thank you for watching this video. We'll see you soon for a new One Piece video, but not only. Bye-bye!